Hey guys, so I am back with another Basketball Wives Season 8 review. This review is for episode 14. If you did not catch my reviews for episodes 1 through 13, please go check those out. So this is the episode where the ladies go on the girls' trip to Costa Rica. Now, this is one of the episodes I've definitely been waiting for, especially because all the girls' trips are usually the episodes where the real shit goes down, okay? So also, as the last episode was ending, they showed previews of this episode where Cece actually blows up and goes at Evelyn, and I was excited to see that. So I was tuning in really focused in this episode, okay? So the episode starts with Shawnee, Evelyn, and Kristen arriving in Costa Rica together. Now, Shawnee is in Costa Rica because she has real estate opportunities. So while she's out there conducting business, she thought she would invite all the ladies and make it a girls' trip. Now, Tammy and Jennifer are the two ladies who did not show up to this Costa Rica trip. Jennifer, as we all know, if you watched last episode, they told Jennifer she was not invited to the Costa Rica trip, and everything with Jennifer ended up going sour. So Tammy didn't show up because Tammy doesn't really want too much to do with the ladies. She kind of wants to stay out of it, so she didn't show up. They knew she wasn't going to show up, so that's that. Now, Phoebe and Malaysia end up showing up together to go meet up with Shawnee, Evelyn, and Kristen, which I thought was odd. So then OG, Jackie, and Cece end up showing together. And once I saw those three show up together, I knew it was going to be them against the other five ladies, which I thought was an unfair advantage. I thought that somebody would be neutral, and Shawnee kind of pretends like she's neutral, but she's really not. In this episode, in this particular scene, actually, they had asked her, Evelyn, obviously, because she's so obsessed with OG. She asked Shawnee if Shawnee likes OG, and Shawnee said that she doesn't have an issue with OG, but she feels like OG needs to tone it down a few notches. And that aggravated me when Shawnee said that, because she doesn't say anything about Evelyn going off, and Evelyn has gone off almost more than any other lady on Basketball Wives history. She's thrown glasses at people, she's thrown shoes at people, she's jumped over tables, she's physically attacked people multiple times, and somehow you don't think that Evelyn needs to tone it down, but you think OG needs to turn it down because she comes off as aggressive, and she hasn't even physically attacked anyone yet. OG has not physically attacked anyone yet, and she's a football player. So if she really wanted to attack one of those ladies, they get their ass beat completely. So, I mean, to say that about OG, but you don't feel the same way about Evelyn doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So Shawnee said that in order to try to keep some type of peace during this girls' trip, she made sure that the ladies who liked each other were put in villas together. So OG, Cece, and Jackie were put in a villa together, and then the rest of the ladies were staying in a villa together. So it was definitely separate, which I do think it was probably for the best. But I think Shawnee knew there was going to be drama on this trip, so regardless if she put them in separate villas, it wasn't going to make a difference, really, to be honest with you. So Evelyn acts like she's so obsessed with OG, so she starts taking shots at OG, okay? She hadn't even ran into OG yet this episode so far, and she's already taking shots at her because Phoebe says she don't know how OG's man deals with OG's attitude, and Evelyn said that he made a hand gesture as if he gives her BJs. Hopefully y'all know what that means. Gives her BJs in order to keep her attitude in check, which was a low blow. I think Evelyn's still salty that OG retweeted the video of herself twerking that on the football field that Evelyn's ex-husband had tweeted. Now, it's a video of her doing something during football, so if he retweeted it and she retweeted it, I don't understand why she cares so much, especially if she says that her husband and her had to get a divorce because he was abusive to her, and they had gotten a divorce. I don't understand why she would even care if OG retweeted anything he did or said, but I mean, whatever. So Phoebe, Evelyn, Malaysia, Kristen, and Shawnee are all dressed and ready to go to the dinner with the other ladies that Shawnee had planned out. And Phoebe is really, really drunk, okay? She's pissy drunk. All right, she kept drinking while they were getting ready to go to dinner. She was getting twisted. So she was drunk, and I already knew that she was going to start going off. She ended up calling Jackie, Cece, and OG roaches, okay? She said, keep her away from them roaches. And I got a little bit annoyed that Malaysia didn't check her at least when she said something about Cece, because she did include Cece in that. And I feel like if Malaysia's cool with Cece, she shouldn't sit back and let people trash her either. Like, I feel like she should have told Phoebe saying something about Cece. Because if you're cool with somebody, you're not going to just sit there while somebody trashes them. So I thought that was a little weird. And then I didn't like that Malaysia said that Jackie's has an old face, but she acts young. And the reason why I didn't like that, and I'm going to explain my reasoning because some people may not understand why I didn't like that Malaysia said that about Jackie, is because her and Jackie have been friends up until this point over something stupid, over a misunderstanding. They did not end up staying friends. And I feel like if Malaysia's saying this now about Jackie because she's mad at her, then she may have felt that way about Jackie the entire time they had been friends. And to me, that's phony. So Phoebe ends up talking a whole bunch of mess. Don't nobody even really know what the hell she's talking about because she's drunk. And she was going off talking about that Jackie blindsided her because she thought that her and Jackie was friends. And then all of a sudden, Jackie started talking shit about her and starting trouble with her. And I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Okay, so what had happened was Jackie's mom passed away from cancer and Phoebe's grandfather had passed away from cancer. When Jackie had went out with Phoebe somewhere on one of the episodes, she had given Phoebe a candle in honor of her grandfather. And so I guess Phoebe thought that her and Jackie were becoming friends. Now, Jackie had went back and told Tammy that Phoebe said that she was too old to be rapping. And I didn't understand why Phoebe feels like Jackie blindsided her with that, because I feel like Jackie and Tammy have been friends for a while and she's just getting to know you. She don't know you like that. So if you're going to take a jab at one of her friends, she's going to go and tell her friend that you said that about her. Now, her going back and telling that, Phoebe shouldn't have an issue with, because Phoebe runs her mouth all the time and tells everything that people say, whether they're friends or not. Phoebe was the one who told OG that Evelyn was talking about her toes. She's the one who went back and told on Evelyn, okay? And then she went and told Tammy what Jennifer said about her, and she wasn't even cool with Tammy, and she went back and told what Jennifer said about her. So I don't understand why she's acting like Jackie betrayed her in some way, shape, or form. So, Shawnee ends up saying that she wants things to be peaceful and everyone to be cordial at this dinner because she doesn't want it to be ruined like all the other dinners do. And I'm just like, Shawnee, there's going to be some trouble. So as the ladies are going to dinner, it starts pouring raining out. I mean, it starts coming down like buckets, okay? And that is a sign that the dinner was not going to go well. And we already knew that it wasn't going to go well anyway. So back at OG, Jackie, and Cece's room, they say that they don't really want to go to the dinner because they feel like it's going to be some type of setup. I think it was a setup too, because it's 5 ladies against 3. So they decide to flip a coin to determine if they go to dinner with the other ladies or not. Now, I think heads was that they go to the dinner and tails was that they don't go to the dinner. So they were hoping that it would land on tails because they really didn't want to go to the dinner. They flip the coin up and it lands on heads, so they end up having to go to the dinner. And so they're like, screw it, let's just go. So Jackie says that she's going to leave Malaysia alone. She feels like the situation with her is done and over with, that she doesn't feel the need to try to fix things with Malaysia, that they should just not be friends and go their separate ways. But that she feels like there's going to be some type of issue with Phoebe. And that's definitely going to happen because Phoebe's drunk. So, she's only going to be ballsy when she's drunk or Jackie's not in her face. So Jackie, OG, and Cece end up showing up to the dinner, and the other ladies look extremely salty about it, which I don't know why they look salty because they already knew the dinner was planned and those ladies were going to be showing up anyway. So I didn't get that at all. So as the ladies sit down for the dinner, Malaysia asks Cece about her biopsy, and Cece tells all the ladies that she went to her appointment and everything went well and she is cancer free. Now you would think by hearing that good news that the conversation would be okay for at least a few minutes, but nope, because Evelyn had to go and start trouble and bring up the skincare event. Now she had asked Kristen at the table in front of all the ladies if she still talks to Cece, and Kristen told her no, she doesn't talk to Cece. And Evelyn asked that to be an ass because she knows for a fact Kristen and Cece don't talk to each other. She been in that hotel with Kristen all day long and they spoke about the other ladies. So she knows that they don't talk. She just wanted to stir up some trouble by bringing that up. So Evelyn ends up saying to Kristen that she wouldn't be friends with Cece either after what she did at the skincare event. What had happened was Cece went out to dinner with OG and she told OG that Thomas isn't Byron's biological son, and then OG went and used that information against Kristen at the skincare event, telling all the ladies that that's not his biological son. So then Kristen and Cece start going back and forth because obviously Evelyn started trouble, and once again she's going to get away with the trouble that she starts because nobody's going to call her on it. And I honestly feel like Malaysia should have called her on it because Malaysia said that she didn't like OG because she felt like OG was trying to keep up the drama between Cece and Kristen, but when Evelyn does it, she has nothing to say about it. So that was annoying to me. So Kristen gets annoyed about the situation with Cece, so she starts raising her voice, and I feel like Kristen is really a punk, but I feel like she tries to act like she's tough when she has all the other ladies around her to have her back, and I feel like she tries to pick an easy target, and Cece is obviously an easy target, so she'll go off on Cece the way she won't go off on any of those other ladies. So Cece gets aggravated and she gets up and she leaves like she always does, which I don't think she should always get up and leave, but I also do know that Byron told her he didn't want her involved in any drama. So she got up and she left, and I like how OG and Jackie got up and left with her because they thought it was wrong that the conversation had turned that way, especially so soon. So they got up and they left with Cece, and I thought that was good because even if they're not really united in front of the other ladies, they have to act like they're united, especially on a Costa Rica trip where they're too far out and all they really have is each other on the trip. So they sit and they talk, and Cece tells them that she feels like Kristen is always trying to paint her out to be the bad guy, and that Kristen always wants everybody to take her side, and Kristen doesn't ever own up to anything that she does. She just blames everybody else for everything that goes wrong. And so back at the table, Shawnee was telling the other ladies that she thought that it was dumb that Cece is always getting up and leaving. And so Shawnee got up and she goes to talk to the other ladies, obviously OG, Cece, and Jackie. So Shawnee goes to talk to Cece, and Cece tells Shawnee that the reason why she got up and left is because she didn't want to ruin her dinner. Now, she says that it's the other ladies who start trouble between her and Kristen because they keep bringing up their drama that they have with one another, that her and Kristen can be in the same room together and not argue because they just don't have to speak to each other. So OG, Cece, and Jackie end up deciding to return to the dinner. And as soon as they come back, Evelyn brings up some shit again, talking about Malaysia and Jackie. And Malaysia and Jackie shut that down real quick because they didn't want to even discuss their issues because they just don't feel the need to talk to each other anymore. So then she brings up the situation between Jackie and Phoebe. Now, Jackie said that the reason why she has a problem with Phoebe in the first place is because OG told her that Phoebe was talking about her at the court hearing. So obviously, OG was going to go back and tell Jackie that Phoebe was talking about her at the court hearing because they're friends, and Phoebe knew they were friends. So for her to talk shit in front of people that are friends with Jackie, she should expect for them to go back and tell that information. So Phoebe starts yelling at Jackie for going off on her at Jen's cancer event, and then she goes and she brings up her grandfather. And I don't like when she does that because I feel like she only does it when she's arguing, and so she does it for sympathy. And when she does that, it makes the other girls get even more mad at Jackie because it makes them feel bad for Phoebe. So I don't like when she does that. So, she starts yelling and going off on Jackie. And the ladies are even saying that Phoebe's drunk. That's the only reason why she's doing that. She was definitely only going off on Jackie because Jackie was too far away from her and she was really, really drunk. And even Evelyn acknowledged that, but Evelyn didn't say it to Phoebe. She said it in her little interview because she's not about to tell Phoebe that. So they start looking at Phoebe like she's weird because she goes into the house to go get something. And when she comes back out, she takes out the candle that Jackie gave her and she rolls it across the table. And so the ladies think she's weird for even packing that in her suitcase. Now Jackie kept it calm and cute, okay? And the ladies were nervous about her being so calm because Jackie's usually not calm when somebody's going off on her. So they was definitely nervous about that. But I am very proud of Jackie and OG because they kept their cool that entire dinner, and the ladies were definitely not expecting that. So Jackie, OG, and Cece go back into their room, and so that leaves Phoebe and the rest of the ladies still sitting at the dinner table talking shit. So Phoebe's over there acting stupid because she's pissy drunk, okay? And she's still going on and on about Jackie and how she wants to beat Jackie up and how Jackie's old. And it's like, if you wanted to beat Jackie up when Jackie was outside of that event, you would have went outside. Okay, you would have fought her right there at the dinner table when she was sitting right next to you, but she wouldn't do it. So she needs to stop making threats. And all the ladies knew that she was doing it because she was drunk, because they knew she wasn't about to bust no grape. Phoebe knows she wasn't gonna bust a grape. So Cece and OG and Jackie are sitting in the room talking, and Cece kind of starts breaking down, crying a little bit because she feels like the ladies keep trying to keep the drama between her and Kristen going, and she doesn't want to keep it going. She just wants it to be done and over with. So Jackie says that Kristen won't say when she's wrong, and OG and Cece both agree, and that's true. Kristen won't admit when she's wrong. She'll say it's everybody else's fault and it's not hers. Just like the situation that happened with Byron where she implied that he was a bad grandfather. She still tries to say that's not what she was trying to say, but that's absolutely what she was trying to say. Otherwise, she wouldn't have said it at all. And then last season, if you paid attention, and if you didn't notice this, go back and watch last season where Kristen was the one who started the trouble between her and Cece, because she was acting really phony to Cece because she wanted to fit in with the other ladies. So if you didn't notice that, you're going to have to go back and watch last season and watch how Kristen acts throughout the season. So Cece says that she's really hurt by Kristen because she opened up to Kristen more than she's ever opened up to anybody else. And Kristen knows so much stuff about her and so much things that she's went through. And for Kristen to be the person who goes and betrays her, she just doesn't feel okay about it. And she said that she doesn't even want anything to do with Kristen anymore. She also says that anybody who tries to get her and Kristen to make up is going to get kicked in the face. Hopefully that will be Evelyn. So now it's the next day, and the girls are going on to do 2 different activities, so they'll be getting split up into 2 groups. So Phoebe comes out dressed in some Timbs, some jean shorts, and a camouflage shirt, okay? And I want to know why none of the ladies came at Phoebe for the way that she was dressed in Costa Rica, because if OG would have came out dressed like that for a Costa Rica trip, they would have been talking a whole bunch of shit about her for it, but they didn't say shit to Phoebe for dressing like that. And I know she's from New York, okay? I'm from the East Coast too, not New York, but I'm from the East Coast too, so I know what the style is. But she's in Costa Rica and she's dressing like that, and nobody said anything to her, but whatever. So Shawnee told Kristen to call Jackie so they can all meet up to plan out who's gonna go do what activity. And Kristen act like she didn't want to do it. And it's like, Kristen, you ain't got no problem with Jackie. You only got a problem with Cece. So what's the issue with you calling them and having them come meet you? It's like, relax. So they told Phoebe that she went in on Jackie, okay? And she claims that she can't remember none of it. And it's like, girl, you remember, because you chose to go off after Jackie left. She didn't even go off on Jackie. She's trying to say in her little interview that she feels bad because she let Jackie have it. It's like, no, you let her have it after she left, not while she was there. When she was there, all you did was yell about her coming at you at the cancer event, and you gave her back her candle that she gave you. That's all you did while Jackie was in front of your face. When she left, that's when you started calling her all types of names and shit. And all the ladies wasn't even taking her seriously because they knew she was drunk and they knew she wasn't going to do none of that to Jackie's face. So they split up into 2 groups. And so I think that Phoebe is the most annoying person in the whole world, okay? Because they go ATV driving, and OG's the one that's driving the one that her and Phoebe are in. So Phoebe's scared as hell, okay? She's over there crying, and not crying really with tears, but she's like crying and scared and shit like that. It's just like, girl, relax. You're from New York. So then Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jackie and Kristen are all in a group, and they're running from bugs. So it's just like everybody's having a difficult time with their activities. And the only one who seems like they're really enjoying the activity that they're doing is OG, because OG's really into more physical type of activities. So she was the one enjoying herself. Meanwhile, you got Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jackie and Kristen running from bugs on their little activity. And you got Phoebe screaming and crying because of the way that OG's driving the ATV truck. So basically, the activities were a little bit of a mess while the activities was going on. So Cece, Malaysia, OG, and Phoebe are in a group. And Malaysia tells Cece why she ran out of the dinner, and Cece said that the reason why she left was because of Evelyn. It wasn't because of Kristen, because the ladies thought that she was leaving because she just don't want to deal with the situation with Kristen. No, she said that she left because Evelyn was starting trouble. So she she said that Evelyn was evil, mean, and then she goes and calls Evelyn a hood rat. And I didn't really like how the ladies defended Evelyn and said, don't be calling Evelyn those names. Evelyn calls everybody else everything under the sun. And then the second somebody else goes back at Evelyn after she did something to them, somehow they are the wrong ones and Evelyn's not wrong. That aggravated me. And then on top of that, I feel like Malaysia doesn't act like she really gives a damn about Cece, because she doesn't ever defend Cece in any way, shape, or form. She doesn't. She could defend her in a way where she's not laughing, or she's telling the other ladies, like, if you're going to talk about people, don't talk about her in front of me because I'm cool with her. But she doesn't ever even do that. So the ladies got pissed off at, Cece for saying those things about Evelyn. I don't think it was wrong what she said about Evelyn. Evelyn needs to be told about herself, and if nobody else does it, it needs to be Cece. So meanwhile, the other group of ladies are together, and Jackie says that Phoebe's a crackhead, and that's why she's not going to argue with Phoebe, because Phoebe's on drugs. She said that she heard from the streets. She said that she heard from the streets that Phoebe does drugs, okay? And I was like, no, Jackie, no. You didn't learn your lesson from hearing stuff from the streets and going back and telling it? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. But then again, Phoebe takes so much low blows at Jackie that I wasn't even really that mad at Jackie for saying it. And Evelyn's supposed to be Phoebe's friend, but Evelyn did not defend Phoebe against Jackie. Evelyn sat there and listened to what Jackie said. She didn't defend her. She defended her in her little interview that she did, where she said that Phoebe doesn't do drugs. Phoebe just smokes weed and drinks. So, yeah, Jackie was saying that that's the reason why Phoebe's so skinny, because she's on drugs. And I was like, oh, Jackie. I guess that calmness that happened at the previous dinner is not going to happen this time with Jackie, because Jackie's on a 10. So Jackie says that she has no words for Malaysia and she's done with Malaysia forever, because she said that her and Malaysia have had problems before, and at this point she's just sick and tired of it. So she's just completely done with Malaysia. She says she's not mad at her. She doesn't have any ill will towards her. She's just done with her. So OG ends up asking Malaysia about Jackie, and she said Jackie was spreading rumors and that she tried to talk to Jackie and Jackie tried to fight her. That's not what happened. And I had to go back and watch the scene at Kristen's 90s skate party event, because the way that Malaysia was already turned up before Jackie even got there. She stormed up to Jackie and was very, 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 like, in an aggressive way, came to Jackie. She didn't try to sit and talk with Jackie. She came up to Jackie accusing her of that situation, and Jackie felt attacked because all the other ladies was there, and Malaysia was telling her that all the ladies were saying that it was her that was starting the trouble. So, of course, Jackie's going to end up becoming on defense mode. So, for her to sit there and say Jackie just jumped up and was trying to fight her, I think Jackie approached it wrong when she sat there and was trying to be dismissive and saying, I got to go to the bathroom. But Malaysia got up in her face first. So, I don't know why she said that. She needs to go back and watch the episode herself to see that, because that was absolutely not true. Phoebe, like a little snitch, went back and told the other ladies that Cece said that she wants Evelyn to stay out of her business and that Evelyn is a hood rat and she's evil. And I feel like they think that Cece is just a big punk. So when she says things, they feel like she won't say it to their faces. And so Shawnee tells Evelyn that she needs to be calm when they go out to the dinner when she approaches Cece, because everybody knows Cece's just going to get up and run. So Evelyn and Shawnee end up doing this shady impression of how Cece acts whenever conflict comes her way. And Shawnee was really acting it out, pretending to be Cece, getting up and walking away and all that stuff like that. And I was just like, wow, Shawnee. Like, you're supposed to be the neutral person, and you're not neutral at all. You're over here, obviously, you're on the team of the ladies that you're around in your little group, and so you pretend like you're cool with all the other ladies, but then you trash them with the rest of the group. So I don't get that. I don't really like that, because I feel like Shawnee does shady stuff and then she wipes her hands of it and acts like she didn't do anything, and a lot of the ladies never take the time to approach her. There was one woman in particular, I think a couple of seasons ago, who actually did come at Shawnee, but she's not on the show anymore. But Malaysia laughed instead of defending Cece once again, and I'm just like, girl, if Cece and you are cool and she's marrying your cousin, why are you letting them trash her, and why are you laughing? You should have told them that ain't cool. Even if they chose to keep going, at least you said something, but she didn't even do that. So she was saying that she doesn't want people to think that she's playing both sides, but that's really the way that it's coming off. She's coming off as really phony, and I like Malaysia, and I hate how this season is portraying her, because it's making me not like her too much, and I don't really like that. That's the way that it's going. So Evelyn ended up telling Phoebe that Jackie said she's a crackhead and does Molly, and Phoebe's like, what the hell? Phoebe denies being on drugs. I don't think Phoebe's on drugs. But Phoebe throws low blows at people, so when people throw them back, she can't be surprised about it. I do think that Jackie shouldn't have said that Phoebe does drugs, because Phoebe does have children, and that's not okay to throw out those types of accusations on somebody. But once you throw stones at people, you can't determine how they throw them back. So Phoebe should probably learn to leave people alone and stop keeping on talking about somebody, because then when they throw stones back at you, you're not gonna like what's being said about you. So they are planning on going on another dinner together as a group, because Shawnee planned another dinner. So let's see what ends up happening at this little dinner. So the ladies meet for the dinner, and obviously it's awkward as all the ladies come to the table. Cece, OG, and Jackie show up first, and they feel like this dinner is some type of setup, and I believe it was a setup. I think it was a setup in the first place, Shawnee splitting them up into groups like that with people who don't really like one another, because I feel like she knew people were going to talk shit, and she knew that they would end up going back and telling what was said. So she did that so that at the dinner everybody would get confronted, because she put people that she knows are cool with each other kind of on separate teams, just so that they could go back and tell what other people were saying. If you look at how it was set up, like how Evelyn and Phoebe weren't put on the same group for activities, like, it's weird. So I kind of got that out of the episode. I don't know if anybody else noticed that either. But as soon as they get to the table, Evelyn confronts Cece, and Cece goes off on Evelyn. Okay, she goes off on Evelyn because Evelyn thought that Cece was going to be an easy target, and that Cece was just going to get up and storm away, and she wasn't going to say all the things she said about Evelyn behind her back. So she called Evelyn an evil bitch. So, I mean, she told it to her face she's an evil bitch, and all the ladies looked at her like she was crazy. But it's just like somebody had to say something to Evelyn, because Evelyn thinks that she can talk to people as crazy as she wants to, and ain't nobody gonna do anything to her. And I was glad that Cece was the one that stepped up and said something to Evelyn, and I'm glad that she's the one who notices that Evelyn's the one starting the trouble with people this season. And I like that she came out of her shell and she went at Evelyn, because Evelyn's one of the top girls on the show who nobody really comes at. So it was nice to see that somebody who's thought of as a weakling went after somebody who's thought of as an alpha. So the episode cut there. I thought that this was a very entertaining episode. I can't wait to see how this dinner ends up turning out, because they cut it right when it was getting good. I want to know what you thought about this episode, so let me know down in the comment section. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. I will be reviewing more shows than just Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop. The show Mixed Dish comes on next week, so I will be doing a review of the first episode of Mixed Dish, and we'll be also doing a story time because I'm biracial, so I want to see how the episodes tie into things that I probably have went through. So I'll be doing that. I will be reviewing Marriage Boot Camp when that comes out, which the new season of that's getting ready to come out. Real Housewives of Atlanta is getting ready to come out as well. Also, Total Divas is getting ready to come out, so I'll be doing that too. So I'll be doing a variety of different shows. So subscribe to my channel because you may actually like one of the shows that I'm reviewing. And if you don't, after watching my review, you may want to start watching that show. So thank you all so much for the support. And don't forget to like this video.